Going. Let me get set up here and we'll get started on tonight's card. Looks like we're starting on time. Let's see if we've got volume and all of that good stuff. If you're on tonight, we do have volume. Hey guys, this is Tara with Tarabeth Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in mid-Missouri. And if you're on tonight, give me a shout out letting me know you're watching. Tonight we are gonna use one of the new sets that's in the mini catalog. So the January to March mini catalog went live on Tuesday, and Endless Love is one of the Valentine's sets that's out there. So Endless Love. So here's the stamp set. Here are the coordinating dies. So you've got some large ones. You've got, hey Mary, thanks for joining. You've got some arrows. You've got the hugs and kisses, which I absolutely love. And then there's this really cute, fun Valentine's paper. Hey Johnny, thanks for joining. And so here is the Valentine's paper. I'm just going to kind of pull out a couple of sheets here. So lots of reds, lots of pinks. We're using Bubble Bath. We're using Flirty, Flamingo. Hey, Karen. Thanks for joining. Real red, of course. Lots of really great colors and lots of really good designs in this set. So, hey, Tori. Hey, Rosie. Thanks for joining. Western Oklahoma. Tony, tell me where in Western Oklahoma. I lived in Western Oklahoma for 6 years. So today's card is a Joyfold card while I get distracted by Tony. So it's a Joyfold card, and I've got a little glue dot on here. I put glue dots on when I'm photoing. Hey, Angie, thanks for joining. And so I sometimes forget to take those out. Okay, so here's today's Joyfold card. And you know what? I didn't put my stamps on my blocks, but we can do that later. Hey, Pamela, thanks for joining. Oh, I bet it's nice and warm there in Florida. So let's get started. So let's see here. We'll do some stamping first. Let me pull that stamp set out. Elk City. We lived in Weatherford for 6 years. We brought home an Oklahoma baby with us. I was out there going to school out at Southwestern. My husband worked in, is it Sayre, Oklahoma? Hey, Amy. Sayre, Oklahoma, when we first moved there. So small world. So we're going to pull off that hugs and kisses. We're going to pull off this big Valentine. So you can tell that these stamped, these got played with a lot this weekend. All right, so we're going to do Valentine's. And so there's not a Valentine's Day, you know, like Happy Valentine's Day. So you kind of got to build it together. So let's see here. We'll do, there's Happy Valentine's Day. And then I love to do this, like, up in the corner. Okay. I was just typing away on my blog, not even paying attention to what I needed to get done tonight. Let me see here. We'll pull that real red ink out, and then my black. And then we'll be ready to go. Woohoo! Although, I also did not die cut that. Man, where was my head today? I'll tell you where it was at. It was getting my product shares out. If you ordered your product share from me, know that it is, hey Gigi, thanks for joining. It is going to hit the mail tomorrow. I have every one of them cut and ready to go. So, I'm going to pull out this little die real quick and give this a cut. And then I'll be maybe ready to go. It's an awful thin strip. Hopefully I've got it so that it's not. Oh yeah, we're good. Now. Well, hey, Miss Karen, how are you? Got a full house tonight. I love it. Thanks, guys, for joining. All right, so I've got this little banner die that I cut from the Stylish Shapes. And we're going to give it a little stamp with my Memento ink pad. So if you've watched me before, you know that I like Stampin' Up ink pads. So what I have done is I have purchased the white uninked ink pad that comes with the white. So you ink it up yourself. And I have put Memento refill on this. I like the foam a little bit better than that linen. And I think it gives it a nice crisp image. So that's a tip for you. If you need to know how to do that or what to do, let me know. And I'll walk you through it. All right, so I have a small piece of basic white. This is going to be the inside of that Joyfold card. We're going to ink this up with real red. And I re-inked that last night, so it should be nice and good. There we go. And then we're going to put Happy up here at the top, and I'm just going to kind of put it off to the side a little bit. And then we're going to put Day right below it. There we go. And now we're going to add just a few little hearts here. Yes, the foam does give it just such a better image. It's perfect. All right. I'm liking this new inked up pad. I should have done that yesterday before I played with it all day long. All right, so because it's red ink, I'm going to give it a minute to dry because red has a tendency, because there's a lot of pigment, it's going to smear really easily, especially if you're touching and moving on it. So we're going to go ahead and put our card base together, and then by that time we'll hopefully have it all dried up. All right, so I have a piece of Made with Love designer series paper that we're going to adhere to a bubble bath mat. And I'm sorry, my voice is really raspy. COVID be in the house this week. But if you got a product share, understand I wore a mask the whole time. I don't want to freak people out. And my husband did a lot of it as well. All right, I've got this scored on the side, and I'm going to give it a nice little burnish here. Ooh, it looks like I need to change my blade on my trimmer there. All right, so Joyfold cards, you have a fold on the left side, and then you have a small piece that you fold on the right side, and that's what creates your little Joyfold. Boom. So that's the card base. So here is my layers here. I'm going to line this up. There we go. And there's the card base. And then somewhere I have more designer series paper. Here it is. I have the X's and O's, and I like that stripe too. So if you love red paper, this is definitely a pack you want to pick up, because there's some really good solids, or B-sides is what we call them. And sometimes I like the B-sides better than I like the A-sides. I don't know about you guys. All right. We're going to layer that up. And now we're going to have our center. Now, what I did was I took a piece of vellum and I dry embossed it with the Hearts of Love piece right there. And I'm going to flip that over because there's a little. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add this to our card base. So just a quick little stripe here. I'm going to put this in the center. I'm going to center this up as well as possible. Give it a nice little press. And it's nice and ready to fold in. Okay. So let's go ahead and put our inside in, and then we'll start building the outside. Just a little bit of seal right there. There we go. Now, when you're adhering vellum, you can use liquid adhesive. So I've seen some people that take like a sponge dauber and put liquid adhesive all over the back. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run a line of seal right down the middle because I'm going to cover that up. So that's the other great way to do seal. Because see, you can see like my seal right there. Thanks. I'm glad you like it, Karen. Now I have a couple of hearts that I've die cut already. Oh, you know what? I die cut this instead of this. That's what I did. So I've got a couple of hearts die cut from the Real Red and Bubble Bath. And then I've got the cute little arrow cut with basic black. So in order to get that arrow to look the way I want it to look, I'm going to give it just a nice little snip right down the middle, creating two little pieces. And so I'm going to look at my heart and decide which way I'm going to go. And I'm going to put a bit of seal at the top and then one at the opposite corner. That way I can just place it right where I want it. So I feel like that's about where I want it. And then we're going to do that. Try to make it as even as it can be. Okay. Now I'm going to take dimensionals and I'm going to add the hearts using a couple of dimensionals. So there's one. We're going to set that right about there. And now I'm going to set my second heart right there. So I'm going to do dimensionals, but I'm only going to do two. And I'm going to do them on the right side. And then I'm going to add a little adhesive because there's going to be that layer. And since this one's already popped up, I want to make sure I don't have it too popped up. All right. So I'm going to turn that heart just a little bit and put it right there in the middle. Now, we're totally almost done with this card. This one went really fast, like less than 15 minutes. That's crazy. We're going to take some seal and put that Hugs and Kisses. I want to line that up and make sure I'm going right there. And put that right there. And then we're going to add a couple of, these are the Strawberry Slush gems from, they're an online exclusive and I love them, especially with this, all this red. Now today is the last day to sign up for my lovely arrangement online retreat. If you need information, reach out. I can get that information to you. I'm not going to put my order in until tomorrow night. So if you catch this tomorrow afternoon and like, oh, I missed it, give me a shout. We'll see what we can do. All right. We're going to add about 3 of these bad boys here. Where do I want it? Where do I want it? There we go. I do love joy folds. I agree, Mary. So while we're at it, let's add a couple of extra hearts to the outside of this envelope before we do our designer series paper on the flap. And if you didn't want to add designer series paper to your flap, you could always stamp those random hearts. Excuse me. There's another random, like scattered looking, splatter looking stamp here with this Endless Love set as well. So it would be, you could do that and make it really nice. All right, here we go. Give it a little trim. Okay, we're gonna, I'm gonna do cards all week using this Endless Love collection and Made with Love designer series paper. Getting jazzed up for Valentine's Day. Be sure to watch me on my Facebook page on Thursday night. There's a treat box that I'm going to do that's super adorable. You can get those card kits for free by placing a $50 order at my online store. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to reach out about that. Thank you guys for spending part of your weekend with me. Thanks for putting up with this nasty little cough I've got going on. You have an amazing week, and I will see you here next Sunday night for another card tutorial.